Disclaimer. The following discussion is provided for general informational purposes only. It does not constitute professional, legal, medical, financial, or technical advice. Any opinions expressed are personal and should be independently verified before reliance or action. Okay, so get ready, because on January 9th, 2026, the city of Manila is going to undergo a massive transformation. We're talking about the Traslacion of the Black Nazarene, one of the biggest religious processions on the entire planet. Millions of people will come together for this incredible display of faith, which marks the transfer of the sacred image back to its home in Quiapo Church. It's an event of unbelievable scale, and trust me, getting through it requires some serious preparation.
So think of this explainer as your essential guide. It doesn't matter if you're planning to be right there in the procession, just trying to commute across the city, or simply live in Manila, we've got you covered. We're going to break down everything you absolutely need to know. First up, we'll cover safety tips for everyone. Then, we'll get into the official citywide rules and bans. And finally, we'll tackle the huge road closures and rerouting plans. All right, let's jump right in. We're going to start with what is without a doubt the most important thing, your personal safety. I mean, whether you're a devotee hoping to get close to the Andes, or you just happen to be near the procession route, being prepared is completely non-negotiable.
You have to picture this: millions of people filling the streets. The biggest challenge is just the sheer density of the crowd. It can get overwhelming and, honestly, pretty dangerous if you're not careful. So the big question is, how on earth do you navigate this sea of humanity safely? Well, the authorities have given some very specific, very clear guidelines.
The Manila Police District has laid out some really clear rules about what you should bring, and maybe more importantly, what you should leave at home. And it's not just the obvious stuff like firearms. They're also saying no to things that can become a problem in a huge crowd, like big backpacks, pricey gadgets, or jewelry. They're even discouraging hoodies and caps to help with security. The advice is to keep it simple. Wear comfortable clothes, bring water, and if you have to carry anything, put it in a transparent bag. It just makes the security checks faster for everybody.
And building on that, the Philippine Red Cross has some life-saving, on-the-ground advice. First off, before you even get there, know where the first aid stations are. That's critical. Also, try to avoid pushing your way into the most crowded spots, especially right near the carriage, the undus. If you start to feel overwhelmed, seriously, just step away and find a safer, less packed area. Try to stick with your friends, make sure you're well rested, and take a look at the procession route beforehand so you know where you can exit if you need to.
Now listen up, because this is a piece of advice from the authorities that we really have to emphasize. For their own safety, they are strongly urging certain groups to just avoid the procession altogether. This means children, senior citizens, pregnant individuals, and anyone who isn't feeling well or has been drinking. The devotion is powerful, but it can be experienced safely from home by watching the official live stream on Quiapo Church's social media pages. Okay, so the preparations go way beyond just personal safety tips. To manage an event of this magnitude, the City of Manila is putting several temporary rules and bans into place to keep things orderly and secure for everyone. So, to make sure the event is as peaceful and secure as possible, a few bans are going into effect. First, the city is implementing a total ban on all fireworks from January 8th to the 9th. Then, the Philippine National Police will enforce a gun ban across the entire city of Manila from January 8th through the 10th. And on the day of the Traslacion itself, January 9th, a strict liquor ban will be in place within a 500-meter radius of Quiapo Church and all along the procession route.
And it's not just about security measures. The City of Manila has also made announcements to help ease congestion and let people participate. So on January 9th, all classes at all levels, public and private, are suspended. Work in local government offices is suspended too, though essential services like traffic and health will still be running. For national government and private offices, it's up to their own management to decide whether or not to suspend work. And all of that just perfectly illustrates how much this event impacts the entire city. Now let's talk about what might be the biggest challenge for so many residents and commuters, just trying to get around. The traffic plan is, well, it's extensive. I mean, to manage the procession and all the traffic diversions, you need a massive operation. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, the MMDA, is deploying about 1,000 personnel. 1,000. They'll be out there helping with traffic, public safety, and cleanup. That number alone should tell you just how huge of a logistical challenge this is. And the road closures are significant. They're starting at 9 p.m. the night before, on January 8th. Major roads like Roxas Boulevard and key bridges like Jones and MacArthur are going to be completely shut down. You can see from just these couple of examples here that the rerouting is pretty complex. For instance, traffic from España will be sent over to N. Reyes and CM Recto. The full list is way too long to go through, so it is absolutely essential that you check the official MMDA advisories for your specific route. So, what's the bottom line here? Navigating Manila during the Traslacion is going to take some real planning and awareness. Let's boil it all down to 3 key takeaways. First, plan ahead. Know your travel route, know what you're allowed to bring, and know the rules. Second, stay aware. Be conscious of what's happening around you in the crowd, keep an eye on how you're feeling, and protect your stuff. And third, be informed. Keep checking official sources like the MMDA for any last-minute changes.
With all this information, you are now much better equipped to get through the day safely and respectfully. And that brings us to our final question for you. The Traslacion is a truly powerful expression of faith, and it has a profound impact on the entire capital. By being prepared, you're not just ensuring your own safety, you're also helping to make it a more orderly and meaningful event for everyone else. So whether you're a devotee or just a commuter, use this info to make smart, informed decisions for a safe and solemn day. If this discussion was enjoyed by you or valuable information was gained, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with others who might benefit from it. For more updates, in-depth discussions, and the latest content, stay tuned to the channel.